What's up, peoples? What's up, peoples? It's me, Metal Jesse. I'm here with Trinity Edge Knives, and I'm going to talk about knives today. Drink your coffee and come along. All right, first knife up today is this one dangling around my neck under my magnificent beard. It is the ColdSteel Spike. I don't know if you can see that. It's very spiky, hence its name. It's got a solid one-piece construction. The tang and the blade go right through. It's all one solid piece. The handles are on either side. The technical specs of this ColdSteel Spike are: the blade is 4116 stainless. They call it faux G10, so it's not real G10 handles. It's some sort of black plastic, but it is textured, which makes it a nice grip. It's very small, very thin, good for, concealed carry under your sweater or under your jacket or something like that. I like a neck knife if I'm wearing pants that don't have a belt, and I just want to carry something edged but don't want to have to be, having all my stuff on. I can just pull it out and, cut some butter for the toast or whatever, poke a zombie in the eye. Who knows? It's got this black plastic sheath, which is really handy. It's got some holes that are lined up for a tech lock if you ever want to put it on a belt or strap it to a pack or anything. Comes with this really awesome black beaded chain that's got some sort of thick coating on it, so it's really durable. I like it a lot. The thing I want to show you too is that the blade grind is a zero grind, which means there's no secondary bevel. So it's almost like one of those bushcrafting knife edges. It's very sharp out of the box, cuts cardboard really well. I might do a cutting video later on, but you'll just have to take my word for it. Clicks in there real nice. It's not going to fall out if you're jogging. It is a little long for neck carry. It's a little over 8¼ inches, and with the sheath that makes it like almost 9 inches. So that dangling around your neck can be, it's a big deal. It's not like the little ring knives that I make that you can just sort of tuck under your shirt and nobody really knows. This is obvious, but I like it because it's handy. It's definitely good for, self-defense, or however people would defend themselves with this thing. I don't know. Stab, a poke, I guess. But anyway, it's very nice, very light. You can get them for about 30-ish bucks on websites or at your local knife store. And as far as the stainless steel goes, 4116 stainless, from what I understand, is commonly used in pharmaceutical blades and kitchen knives. So it's stainless, high carbon. It's very tough. I think they said that the Rockwell comes in at about 56 or so, which is a little soft, but maybe for that steel it's just right. I don't know. I'm not a steel nerd, contrary to popular belief. Anyway, it's a great knife. I like it. Easy to get to, relatively inexpensive, good for self-defense. Also, if you don't want to wear belts and you got your stretchy pants on, it's handy to have a blade too. Next up, we have a folding knife. It's called the Gerber FlatIron. This one just happens to be a Desert Tan G10 handle on one side, and it's a stainless frame lock on the other. The cool thing is the blade shape. I really like it. Reminds me of a straight razor. Fits good in the hand. Also, there's a sort of finger notch choil cut out right here, so you can choke up on the blade for if you're cutting carrots or whatever at the campfire. You can get up in there, and it's really nice. It's very smooth. I don't believe it's on ball bearings. I think it's just bronze washers, but I don't know if you can see that. The blade is centered perfectly, which is odd for a factory knife of this price range. It's super smooth, like I said. The blade steel on it is a stone-washed 7CR MOV steel, or CR17 MOV, I guess is what they're calling it, which is basically the China equivalent to 440A stainless. So it's a good steel, easy to sharpen, shouldn't have any trouble with that. I like how it's thin, it's light, it has a really unique shape, and that's why I'm doing this knife review today, is because I haven't bought any knives just for personal enjoyment as far as their looks go. I never buy knives just because they look cool. I haven't done that in a long time. And I had some Christmas money and I said, oh, I'm gonna go buy some knives. Went to my local Army Navy store. They had these two cool knives that I thought were interesting looking and the price was good. And so I said, you know what, I'm gonna grab them. I'm gonna do a review. And especially this one here, I really like its shape. It's very unique. Obviously, it looks like a straight razor, which I don't know who would shave, but some people do, I guess. Anyway, a couple of things that I don't like about it, and one of them is the fact that the one-handed opening, you can't really flick it out unless you open it first and then flick it open. Like that, see? Like with my knife that I make, the Talon, it's got a thumb stud on it and you can flick it right out. Now size comparison to mine, they're about the same. I don't know if you can see that. This one is Coyote G10 and this is Desert Tan. But my steel is S30V stainless, which is a lot higher quality than this 7CR17 MOV, whatever you want to call it. But you know, for the price, it's about 40-ish bucks, depending on where you go. And I think it's a really good buy, especially for something so unique. One of the other drawbacks I don't like is this pocket clip. I think Gerber screwed up on the pocket clip. For one, it's very wide and short and square, and it's really tight. It's very hard to get on your pocket. Cool feature here is this anti-lift, or anti-opening, overextending the lock bar tab. So I have some plans for this. Oh, my last thing I was gonna say is, if you're gonna do this one-handed and you go to close it, it tends to want to come and catch your thumb right away. I guess with some practice you could be really careful, but I think the whole point of a one-handed knife is that you can use it and open it and close it with one hand without hurting yourself. And this design is not very good, at least for me, in that way. Cut myself on the thumb first day like a rookie, but that's it. So what I'm going to do is I'm going to take this apart and do some work on it. I'm going to get the blade and the stainless handle side with some cool Cerakote, and I think I'm going to change up the look of the pocket clip and maybe even replace this Desert Tan G10 with some black carbon fiber, which would be cool. So stay tuned for that, and we'll see how that goes. Like I say, 40-ish bucks, pretty decent knife for the price. It's centered, it's smooth, and it's unique. Both knives here are about the same length, just over 8 inches. They're a fun little combo, just for a purely impulse buy based on looks only. Very shallow knife buying. It was that day. But hey, sometimes you just got to do that sort of thing. So anyway, I hope you like it. The Gerber FlatIron and the ColdSteel Spike. Thanks for watching. Something in this coffee.